I can't leave you. I can't.
What is up, party people? Welcome back to another exciting episode of bringing this S13 back to life. Back to reality. Okay, I'm going to get right into it. Today, I am back on the subframe. So I'm going to start you right off on the parts I'm going to be using. I got these Part Shop Max subframe bushings. These go here, 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 here. There's 4 of them in the box. So these things are going to be the final step right before I put it in the car. So that is exciting. Also, I have... No, it's not laundry day. I have 7/16 washers. Now, what I'm going to be doing with these is I'm going to be welding in place over the eccentric oval, and that's going to make that a dedicated pickup point for the suspension, and I won't have that cam in there to adjust for toe or for camber. So I'll show you guys how I use these things. Also, I'll be cutting out the there's like vibration dampeners in the subframe. They're just these solid steel chunks. So I'll be cutting those guys out, and that should save about anywhere from 5 to 8 pounds, maybe 10 pounds. You never know. You never know. Those things are heavy. Yeah. Excited to keep going on this subframe. I also have to clearance it, so I have to cut parts of the subframe and beat some other parts in so that it fits inside the car. When you lift the subframe up, when you actually put these guys in there, it brings the subframe higher up, which is great for suspension because it brings all those all those roll centers, and it corrects all those points that you've messed up by lowering the car. See, these cars were designed to be driven at a stock height. They were never really designed to be lowered, and so when you do that, you mess up all the suspension geometry. Everything goes out the window. But bringing that subframe up kind of corrects that. So, yeah, I'm gonna get to it. You guys sit back and enjoy. All right, let's do this. Yeah, I got these weights out of the subframe. These are vibration dampeners. And I'm guessing that these things weigh about, I don't know, anywhere between 5 and 10 pounds. They are pretty heavy. They're solid steel. I feel like I can get my workout here. Oh, what's that? Oh, pump on. Oh, I'm getting swole. Oh. All right. Yeah. I don't think these are necessary. Some people will probably argue with me, but they're not me, so I'm going with it. All right. Moving on. All right. So this is where the subframe bumps into the car, and I just get rid of it and weld the flat reinforcement up there, and life is pretty good. I actually kind of wonder if I could sink this thing in and use it as part of the bracing. All right, well, that's going to work. But before I actually weld the thing in, I want to see how well this thing fits in the car. Just to make sure. I've done this before, and I know it's to the bolt points, but, you never know. So I'd rather measure twice and cut once kind of thing. Well, I already cut, so I guess that's out the window. But, yeah, I just like to make sure things are right. I like to make sure things are in their place. I'm going to go throw it in the car and see what happens. Welcome to the test fit. It's a little cramped under here, but as you can kind of see, if you look through, if you can kind of see my fingers, it has perfect clearance up here. I can barely fit my fingers. A little bit of light up here. You can see that. So there's a couple little spots that are hitting when the subframe's all the way pushed up. I'm going to mark them, clearance them, and then we'll be ready to ready to move on. Yeah, it's a little cramped under here and full of spiders, so. All right. I want to yank this thing back out, weld it up, and keep moving forward. And now for my favorite part. Time to get my weld on. Now we'd probably be okay to stop there, but I'm just a little bit extra, and I actually want to plate this. That's going to add a little more reinforcement right here to this top area, and so probably not necessary, but to me this is all necessary. I mean, taking the extra step to do this so you can bring the subframe a little higher up without pounding the car. These little steps are really, really important to me. And this really sets the stage for the details in a build. And this type of thing makes the biggest difference when you're actually prepping a car to go drifting and that type of thing, is you start thinking about those little bits. I mean, if you're just going to take a car out and build a missile, that's one thing. But, I mean, if you have hopes of ever taking this thing further, it's the details like this that are going to get you there. It's just how it goes. I mean, a lot of people slap stuff together and they wonder why they're breaking down all the time. But if you actually take the time and focus on the little details that are going to break or mess you up beforehand, and it's really going to make all the difference in the world. It's really going to get you there. It's going to save you a lot of headache and money later on in life. All right, I'm going to make this little plate and move on. All right, here's a little pro tip I want to share with you guys. I make everything out of cardboard first. And something like this, like I'm going to make a metal piece, cut out, and I'm going to weld it in. And I could spend a bunch of time measuring it and, you know, test fitting and cutting it and seeing if it fits, or I can do the easy way. Put this right in the center. Would you just look at it? Now, of course, stuff that has to be really precise, of course, you're going to take a little more time with it. But, I mean, this piece is just getting welded in. So, all right, to the bandsaw we go. I'm telling you, get yourself a bandsaw. These little Portaband tables, and this actually stand is by Swag Off Road, and you just buy a Milwaukee or DeWalt Portaband, and life becomes so much easier. Trust me. All right, let's get this cleaned up and weld it in. Yeah, and get a belt sander too. Belt grinder, whatever. This one I made. You can make your own if you're fancy. As we know, I'm fancy. Yeah! Well, I like the way that looks. I tell you what, that's going to be a whole lot stronger. It's essentially double plated. which means I have the original steel inverted inside of there, and I have this plate steel on top. Yeah, this is all Clarance. It fits. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. Yeah. All right, now it's time to fix the eccentric holes in my subframe, and basically, how I'm doing that is I'm taking some 7/16 washers and I'm literally just welding them on to the eccentric hole. Here, come on in and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So this is the eccentric hole. This is used for this one's used for toe adjustment, and there's one down here that's used for camber adjustment. This is a factory alignment setup, and it's not going to be used anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this washer, quite literally weld it in there, and then I'm done. So I do have to take the factory arms and bolt them in place, so that's what I'm going to get to. All right, yeah, it looks really good. I love it when welds come out looking this good. What's funny is I spent a lot of time fabricating, but earlier in my, let's call it my fabrication career, it wasn't such a big deal about the way the welds look. Now there's such a huge aesthetic in the way you weld and the style you weld and how you lay the beads and how much gas you purge it with and that type of thing. So I like it when it comes out looking like this. And that neat coloring is just the oxidation that the shielding gas doesn't quite protect it from. Well, anyway, that wraps up getting rid of those eccentric holes, and yeah, time to move on. I think I would have learned the first time. I feel like every now and then you gotta punch yourself in the face, I guess. Oh. It's gonna leave a mark. Oh. Try this at home, kids. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share. See you guys next time.